in the final three quarters of Saturday's game versus the USC game and Nebraska game in terms of just the fight and competitiveness?
I don't know if I completely have the answer. I think we still had the fight, and we're, just it wasn't clicking. Really, I don't think I have an answer to that. But we still got full confidence in this team and this staff, so I'm not really too worried about.
Is it a hard position as a player to not have the answers, and how do you, at that point, if you don't have the answers, kind of wipe the slate clean to just say this is a blank week today?
Yeah, no, and it is hard to not have answers. Depending on whether it's what they're giving us, defensive wise, just a new look or something we weren't expecting, and we just kind of try to go adjust at half or adjust on the sideline, but. If we still don't have the answer, just wipe it clean. That was last week, and we're going into a new week where we have a great opportunity.
Okay, when your coaches come in and say things that they kind of limit their media consumption, no knock on the people in this room, but when they say that the players are kind of into the social media, whether that's you personally or your teammates, how do you manage that aspect of staying locked into the plan and focus on the next game in Indiana, but hearing so much potential noise, probably more than any other time, about what's going on with the season?
Yeah, it's. There's a lot, obviously, you guys, there's a lot going on. But, we just try to stay locked in on the guys that, we had a team meeting, and the people, the guys in the chairs and, the staff around and everyone in that room, we kind of focus on voices in that room and, not focus on the outside noise and what goes on in the outer circle, but more just of the inner circle and what's in that room. And we care about those opinions,
You guys have already been close. Does this bring you guys closer? Do you feel the bond's getting stronger just with some of the challenges that you're going through?
Yeah, I think we're as close as we've ever been. And like I said before, I'm confident. I'm not any less confident in the group of guys and the staff. So we have a great opportunity this week.
Great.
If I remember correctly, when you were getting recruited by Oregon State, Jonathan Smith and his staff had a winning season yet at Oregon State.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
As someone who chose this program at a low, or at least the coaching staff, at a pretty low time, what do you say to people who maybe have, not to say loss of faith, but are questioning where things are at right now? Someone who, from the start, saw what this could be.
Yeah, I'd just say they've done it before, and I know they'll do it again. You might struggle to see, the vision now, but I really have, once again, full confidence in them, and I'm not worried. I wouldn't be worried a bit. They've done it, and they know what they're doing. And it might take a second, but it'll get done.
Is Jonathan more fiery behind closed doors? Because he seems very mellow, relaxed. Like he doesn't have a lot of angry shouting like a D'Antonio or someone. And I feel like people give him a lot of crap about that. Behind closed doors, is he a little more animated?
Yeah, I think for sure, and I think he cares a lot. He cares about this team. He cares about Michigan State. He cares about the community in Lansing. He cares deeply about this and his job, and he takes into full account, what he's doing and who he's representing. Behind closed doors, for sure. I think he's, everyone on the team, we all love him, and we go to war with that guy 100 times out of 100. So he is, though, for sure. Whether it be halftime or just in meetings and whatnot, he definitely, yeah.
You mentioned yesterday you guys watching the film as an offense as opposed to position. What do you feel like you guys got out of that? How helpful was that? What sort of took place?
Yeah, no, that was different. It was actually, I think it was good. It was kind of rebuilding some trust, and got to take. We're a lot, especially on offense, we're a lot about total accountability. So we got to see how the O lines are being coached, and how the running backs and how the receivers, what quarterbacks are being coached, tight ends are being coached. I think that was good for everyone to see that. It's easy to sit in a one position room and point fingers, but when you're all in the same room, it's hard to do that, and it's a good way to kind of rebuild that trust with everyone in the room.
What do you feel like the hiccups have been in the passing game these last couple of weeks, and how do you get it back to looking like it's looked at certain points, whether it's like DC or USC?
Yeah, no, I think it's just I don't really have the answer to the hiccups. We had a great practice today, and I think we just got to keep practicing well and preparing well for Indiana, and it'll be much better on Saturday.
Alessio, if he has the ball and you got some reps with him the last couple of weeks, how have you seen his development not just over the course of this season, but particularly in the last 2 games, the more he's gotten to see live pull-ups.
Yeah, no, he looks, you know, as steady as they come, and yeah, whatever, you know, whoever's going out there, if it's Alessio, I'm not worried one bit. He's going to be able to manage the game and make some plays like he's done all season, and yeah, you know, it'll be good either way.
Do you know anyone on the Indiana team or anyone you've played with in the past, whether it's high school or college?
I know the quarterback a little bit. Kind of played each other back in the Pac-12 a little bit. But yeah, other than that, no, I don't think so. I think a couple of the guys have some good buddies on the team. Jordan Hall is a really good friend with their linebacker, and yeah, but no, I don't really know anyone too well.
Do you guys look at this as an opportunity, like you're going on the road, top 5 team, to sort of try and swing the mood, I guess, a little bit after 3 straight losses? Like, how's that being viewed inside in terms of what this opportunity could be, I guess?
Yeah, you know, everyone in the room, in the team meeting room, fully believes that we can go in there and win this game. It'd be great to, you know, obviously go in there and win it and swing the momentum back the other way, and I think it's definitely doable.
One thing Coach Smith mentioned was maybe simplifying across the board, schematically, offense, defense, all that. What could that look like? What could that do for you guys? Do you think that's necessary? Like, how does that sort of take its form, you know?
Yeah, you know, that could just look like we talk about a lot about the verbiage on the offense and just the way that we use words and how it's you know, either said to the quarterback and told, you know, echoed to the huddle, so it could come out like that. But I think, you know, whether it's needed or not, if we do it or not, I think either way we'll be all right.
How do you build off the first drive success? I mean, you guys have scored like 5 of the 6 first drives this season. Like, how do you kind of bottle that and carry it?
Yeah, even, you know, on Saturday we went out and scored, and coaches are echoing like, you gotta, you know, keep the foot on the gas, and you know, I think we just got to keep bringing energy. Coach Smith talked about it a lot. Energy and execution come hand in hand. So you know, just bringing that energy, you know, the execution will come. So just yeah, if we could, like you said, bottle it up and just keep going, you know, we totally would, and I think we're working towards that.
Jack? Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thanks, Jack.
Yeah, of course.